Okay, I'm going to do a reading today, a request from Anne, and this is for a reading on a relationship for Jimin and Tae, and it's for a year. It's she requested me to read for the coming year for them. And I've never done a yearly read, but I am going to do it today. So I've never done this kind of a spread. It's just something I thought of, and let's see how it goes. So again, this is a relationship reading for Jimin and Tae. Anne requested it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull cards at this fan. These cards are they're wonderful. They're a brand new deck I got. It's a metallic deck. It's quite beautiful. Not sure how it's going to come across in the picture, in the video. But I did, this is the deck. It came from Amazon. Nice box. I'm going to do just a fan pull, and I'll show you what I plan on doing here. Make sure it gets in the picture. We are going to pick 12 cards, and each row will be a season. So I'm going to do 4 down. There's 4 seasons. I'll do that. I'm not sure if I'll get them all in here. We still have a little bit more space. That's good. And so each row is a season. And if I have trouble showing it, I'll flip them so they're closer together. So this is the layout. Very simple layout. Whoa, very simple layout. So it's a love reading or a relationship reading for Jimin and Tae. We're going to go for the year. And we're pretty much in the viewfinder. That's great. So the top one will be January, February, March. So that's winter. April, May, June, spring. July, June, July, August, September, summer, and then winter. October, November, December. So we have the 12 months of the year. And I'm thinking, to break it down a little bit, I'll read across, and we'll take the season, talk about the season a little bit, and then we'll go through the year. I'm not going to use any qualifiers. This is for entertainment purposes only. It's kind of weird. It's a long period of time to read. I mean, I never read for a year long reading, so this is different for me. But if time is always present, then it's going to maybe get stuff from the ether that's in the present time, because past, present, and future is all the same time. Okay, well, we won't get into that though. That's a little complicated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the cards over, and then I'm going to take a generalized look, and then I'll be more specific. So let's just see. I hope this comes across well. You can see them. We have the Knight of Cups. We have Judgment, and we have this coffee cup maybe. Justice. It's interesting. We have this season, the season of winter. We have 2 major arcanas. That's interesting. So it's going to be a lot of energy going around in the next 3 months. Then in the spring, we have the 7 of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the King of Swords. So far, we have 2 majors, and we have 3 court cards. Court cards are people in their lives. Okay. Then we're going into the summer months. The 10 of Cups. These are brand new. This card. The Page of Swords and the Six of Swords. Then in the winter, next winter, starting in, let's say, October, November, December, we have the Strength card, which is another major arcana. The Emperor, another major arcana. And the Magician. Whoa. Whoa. I don't know what it is. A lot of crazy energy going on in the last season of the year. I would say next winter coming up, starting in October. A lot of dramatic stuff going on. Okay, so where are we now? So just generally look at it. We have a lot of energy in the beginning of the year coming in. We'll talk more about what that energy means. We have after the winter going into spring, there's some other people involved, and there's some choices to be made. I'm seeing this here. And then in the summer, there's a huge summer, yes, the summer. This is fall, right? And that's winter. Okay. So this is fall. This winter, spring, summer, fall. Okay. And then in the summer, we have some interesting things happening with that because we have a really wonderful card, the Ten of Cups. We have the Page of Swords, which is another person. We have a lot of people floating around here. And then we have this Six of Swords when there's a little trip and getting away from some stressful situation. Then this is where it gets really interesting. In the fall, I was thinking this was the winter, but this is the fall, because then the winter starts with the January. The fall, there's a lot of things going on. The Strength card, the Emperor card, and the Magician. It ends with the Magician, which is really pretty powerful. Okay, so we're thinking of a relationship. Now, it's interesting because relationships and emotions are cups. Now, so the first thing you want to look at is how many cups there are. What cards are cup cards? Well, we have the Knight of Cups right here. It's in the beginning. So we have this very romanticized character going forward with a cup, handing a cup over. The Knight of Cups is an energy of a knight who's loving and kind and giving. And that starts out the year with someone, and it could be him or it could be someone in their life. And so he's coming into the year with offering a cup, and someone's offering a cup. And I would say it could be the gentleman, Jimin. The other cup is here. The following season, after we are finished with winter, we go into spring, and there's a Seven of Cups. So now we have another cup where he's got to make a choice. There's choices that they have to make. And I'm thinking it's him, but it could be her. Someone has to make a choice. Someone is making a choice. And next to that is the Page of Cups. Now, in a lot of tarot decks, not in the Rider-Waite-Smith, which is what this is, the Page of Cups is often a woman. Here we see just a man with a cup. This is a youthful energy, and he's there here. So he has to make a decision, and someone who cares for him, is helping him, offering their advice. And where that goes to, then there's this King of Swords, which is another personage. It's another person. The King of Swords is a very analytical king and a very decisive king. So there could be someone in one of their lives that is very decisive and gets involved with whatever's going on here. It looks like someone has to make a decision. Someone, maybe part of the couple, is helping them make the decision, but there's someone else they have to please. And that person will have the final say, or will have his opinion to give. Now, a King of Swords can be it's sort of like the Emperor, he has the good side and the bad side. He can be kind of very not emotional, much more analytical and much more decisive. Where see these cards are more emotional, he is not emotional. So it's an interesting dichotomy to have both those things come together. Now, if they come together, it could be very dynamic, but on the other hand, it could be explosive because some are very emotional and he's the King of Swords is not. King of Swords could be a parent to one of these people that are involved in the couple, and maybe the parent is expressing his concern over something that's going on in this area. But what happens, the outcome of that is then we go in from the winter, spring, then we go into the summer, and we have the 10 of cups. Now that is the best kind of cups you can get. The 10 of cups is all your dreams come true. So we're talking about the summer. We have a little happy family here. Everything is wonderful, glorious. It's a wonderful time. It's success in very emotionally fulfilling. Also involved with their emotional fulfillment is the Page of Swords. Now we have this wonderful ending here, or wonderful beginning of the summer, but then we have here two sword suits. Now there's a Page of Swords. It's a youthful energy because it's a Page of Swords, but there's a sword. It's that analytical nature again. So, and it's looking over to this card, which is interesting too. Someone may be either questioning or doubting the happiness over on this side. They may be reflecting on that uh, happiness on this side. Because what happens also is it looks like the two of them go off to get away from the past, get away from some of the bad things that happened. Now, or just they need a break from everything. So they go off. There's a man and a woman going off on a boat on water. And that's the 6 of Swords. So there's some kind of there's a celebration, there's a happiness, there's fulfillment, and there's someone questioning that or someone bringing them a message that could be difficult. And then that leads them to move on. But they're still together, but they're leaving a situation because of it was not comfortable. And so that's the summer. When we come into the fall, okay, so we have the twosome going off somewhere else. Now we're according to this is just for entertainment purposes. They're going off somewhere. Where are they going? I don't know where they're going, but they come up to this situation, which is the coming fall. And we have the strength card, which is just a lot of energy, a lot of strength, a lot of um, purposefulness and assuredness. And no matter what happens, they can get through it, or someone can get through it because it's so strong. And there's also the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is very similar to this King of Swords, but he's even more dynamic in many ways. There's more. Not only is he analytical, but he's also very thoughtful. Now, the Emperor can also be kind of a mean person, patriarchal, but oftentimes he's portrayed as a very kind. He's an emperor who measures his actions and his thoughts and his words. He's the complement to the empress. Okay, so what we have here in this last bit of the year, a lot of energy coming through. They're given extra strength, extra feelings of gratefulness, of a giving nature, of an analytical nature. And this could be someone that's helping them through it, or this could be themselves as they're getting stronger. They're, for whatever reason, they're coming together stronger than before. And what happens after that is magic. So this is a whole new perspective, a whole new journey. The magician is the number one card in the tarot, and it has all the elements in its picture. So it's very much of a new beginning. Now, what does this all mean? Well, it seems to me there is. Let's just look at certain things that what is not in these cards, which is interesting as well. There's no pentacles anywhere, and there's no wands anywhere. So pentacles is money, success. It's an earth suit, and it has to do with a lot of things that are stable and hardworking, and and that sort of thing. And there's no pentacles here. Now, this would say that he's not. There's not going to be a lot of money being made. Not that they're going to be poor, but there is. It's not a matter of money. Money is not an object in this reading at all. The other thing that is remarkably missing is the wand suit. The wand suit is passion for something, a talent, a passion, an obsession, very artistic. Any kind of artistic pursuit would be the wands. It's fire. It's thinking out of the box. It's being bold. It's being all these things. But I don't see that there's none of that in here either. What there mostly are, there are certainly people. We have a lot of people that are coming in. Mostly, I think it looks to be mostly in the spring. There'll be influences involved with choices that they have to make. People are making, there's people involved with that. There's a person involved in the very beginning, the Knight of Cups, someone who's a caring, loving person, male energy coming in. And then we have these, so there's no wands, there's no pentacles, and there is a fair number of people coming in at the end of the year. These are all major arcanas. These are, even though they look like people and they are people, these is different kind of energy. This is the high energy for a tarot deck. So at the end, I would think that there's not people affecting them. There's no outside influences coming in. They're using their own, who they are internally, that drives them. So for the fall, whatever happens is part of their power, the power that they're bringing into the relationship. And it's powerful. I mean, we have the Strength card, we have the Emperor card, and we have the Magician. These are all powerful cards that are very positive. But they're not, and they're also, well, except for this is 8. They're very active. Whenever, the other thing you can think of is what the number is, if they're active or positive. This is a very active card. These are 2 even numbers, so they're more passive. This could be the couple right here, and this could be something that just bursts out of nowhere and sets them on a totally different trajectory. The only thing I see here that's a difficult time, it could be the choice that has to be made. There's a lot of choices here. I don't know if you can see this card. These are very metallic. This is the 7 of Cups, and so there's a lot of choices to be made, and a lot of things drawing his or her attention. So that could be something that distracts them. I'm going the wrong way. So that could be an issue, maybe. The top of the reading is the winter, is now with this time, and we have the Judgment card and we have Justice. Now these are interesting cards too, where you have to make decisions. A lot of heavy duty decisions are coming down. In fact, I think now that I look at these cards along with this card here, this card here, they're going to start the year fine, and then they're going to have to make a lot of decisions, and that's going to last for quite a while, where there's going to be decisions being made. in the winter, midwinter to late winter, and then entering into the spring. By the end of the spring, some decisions will be made. And that decision that's made will bring happiness and joy quite a bit. But for some reason, this Page of Swords comes through with his sword. That's a youthful energy. It's bringing a message that may have them make a move. They have to move somewhere. They're going somewhere. And this would be in the late summer. They would be going off somewhere in the late summer. And then wherever they go, they're coming into this phase, which is bringing a lot of energy, strength, um, and these two cards are very strong, very, very strong. This could be, uh, if it's a couple, a man and a woman, this could be the woman, and this could be the man. And there's two powerful forces working, but they're working together. They're working so much together that magic will happen. They'll start a whole new cycle of something. So I think generally, uh, it's a wonderful reading because you do have your cups here. And it shows some variability. It shows starting out with the cups. It shows a decision has to be made around the cup suit. And then we have this happiness here. Now, you can also read it this way, and you have like three cups. The beginning of each season shows a lot of love. And then you get into the other suit that's in here is the sword suit, quite a bit of sword suit action, which is here and here and here. And the swords are they're all sort of around the let's see, winter, spring is around, it starts in the spring and goes into the summer. The summer begins really well, and then it becomes where there's going to have to be some changes made. There have to be some decisions made. They're going to have to think about things. They're going to have better communication, and they're going to go through some decision they're going to make that's going to take them away physically somewhere, but they're still together. And then where that takes them is a really an amazing place here. We don't know where it is, but we just know that they're using a lot. There's a lot of energy there for them to utilize. And then you go into the Magician card, which is the magic card. So whatever plans they have, or whatever their plans they're making, it turns out very well for them. Let's see. I don't know how long I've been going. 22 minutes. I'm not going to do the clarifiers. And I just want to see if there's anything else I can see from this, or not see, but interpret. And you're encouraged, if you're watching this video, to think about it. Lay out, if you have a deck of cards, lay them out like I've laid them out. There's the Knight of Cups, the Judgment card, the Justice card. Then we have the Seven of Cups, the Page of Cups, the King of Swords. We have the Ten of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Eight. The Strength card is the 8. Sometimes it's the 11th, but this one is the 8th. Strength card, the Emperor card, and the Magician. It's interesting, too, that the major energies are at the beginning, which is this winter, and then at the end in the fall. And the middle is where there's a lot of changes, there's some celebration. But we have people in the middle. We have decisions being made. We have people coming in and out of their lives with opinions or with something. But then they decide to move on. But wherever they're moving to, it's going to be hard in some ways. It's going to be a lot of work. You have a lot of energy there, but it's going to be a whole new trajectory with a whole new beginning, which is going to be very exciting. Now, so the question was about how will their relationship be? And it seems like a really remarkable relationship to me, I would just say. I mean, there are people that, I mean, it's a thoughtful relationship. They think about each other. They care for one another. They have other people that they have to deal with in their group of people that they hang out with. And I think the beginning of the year with the Judgment and the Justice there's more things that they're going to have to think about and navigate. Where in the end of the year, they're going to be like, they don't have, they're going to have just a lot more strength to go forward. It's not about other people, just about them and what they've learned over the year and how they'll move forward. And I think with the magician, in the December position, I roughly say December at the end of the bottom corner, they go on a whole new trajectory, which is very exciting. So if you were to lay these cards out, and if you know tarot or want to learn tarot, you could also read it from the months. So there's January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So you could also get a sense of the month from a card. Like here we have, I brought this up, it was the Seven of Cups. So that would be, let's see, that would be March, April. This would be April, where there's decisions have to be made. And if you take the next month, rather than read them all cohesively, there's someone in their life that is helping them make the decision. There's a young energy trying to help them make a decision, or make one of them help them make the decision. So that would be January, February, March, April, May, someone helping. And then June would be the King of Swords. That'd be some person that's in their lives that's decisive and analytical. It could be legal issues that they get into. It also could be someone. I mean, I don't know, but it could something a legal process they go through where they turn into a happy family. Because right after this June month is July, and that's happiness. That's for a romantic relationship. This is like the peak. But somehow, okay, so July, August, September, and after that, we have this page coming in. This is a youthful energy with a sword, analytical thinking, worrying. These sword suits can be a little analytical and overly thoughtful, overly opinionated. Could be giving their 2 cents, but then what they decide to do is go somewhere. And then wherever they're going, they come into this situation, which is where they have to bring forth a lot of their inner strength, their inner ability to think what's the best for themselves, and then for a new beginning. So you can read it. It's good to read the whole card, the whole layout, and see where the strengths and weaknesses are. And then you could also just read the seasons going this way. And then you could also just look at the individual card for the month. So for instance, if we were to read this one, this would be the strength card. So let's see, this would be September, let's see, this would be October, November. This would be October, where there's a lot of strength. They have their strength. That's a good time to make decisions that need strength. November would be the Emperor, being very decisive, being the benevolent, hopefully, Emperor, making decisions for the benefit of themselves and others. And then December, where it's a magical time. And that's, of course, the magician. So it's like a whole new beginning, and everything. You have all the resources to meet the challenge of beginning a new phase in your life. That's what that is. Okay, well, this was fun. I've never done anything like this. I was thinking about how to do a yearly tarot reading, and as I said, it's for entertainment purposes only. I hope you have found this interesting, and good luck to the lovers. They seem like they're going to be doing fine, and I want you all to have a great day. Thanks for watching.